think firstly, the budget is a reflection in financial terms of the State of the Nation address that happened about 2 weeks ago. So all the pronouncements that the President made 2 weeks ago will basically be put down into monetary terms and using what we have as a country in our resources, what we get from revenue, how we manage our debt, and so forth. It's a household budget. It's representative of, or representatives of all South Africans. It's not one man or two people delivering it. It is the government of the day, the administration, that's saying to everybody, all 50 million citizens out there, this is what we have and this is how we're going to use it.
Last year was a very testing year for the country. We went through probably one of our most difficult times in terms of economic signals. The fact that we had rating agencies in and out of the country assessing the financial health of the country it put a lot of strain, I think, on many people, not just in government, but it really brought business, labor and government to a stage where we understood that we all have to work together. This is not going to be a turnaround that is led by one partner. All of us need to work together in order to make sure that we can improve the country's economic fortunes.
I think what is important to understand is that South Africa is a very resource sustainable country. So we're at the beginning stages of our development, but there's a term that everybody's throwing around, especially coming from the State of the Nation address, and that's radical transformation. And people must start thinking, what is transformation? And what is radical transformation? I think South Africa, as soon as you mention transformation, you think in racial terms, but we're talking about transformation from ground up, whether, from a vertical, lateral, so that everybody in the country can benefit from the resources that we have when it comes down to our resources, when it comes down to mines, what deposits we have, how we refine it, our manufacturing industry, our technology, our science and technology, those resources exist in this country, together with the people that's in this country. Our youth, that's a resource. Our educated youth, that's a resource.
We are at the point where we need to start thinking more creatively about higher education and the kind of solutions that we have to build in higher education to make sure that the increasing number of young people are able to enter the job market with the right kind of skills that are going to take the economy forward.
What is available to us right now is a lot available in South Africa, but more importantly, it's a call to action to most South Africans out there who's got education, that has got a social conscience about doing the right thing with the resource that they have, even if it means that it's about saving water. It's not only for a minority to do, it's for each and every one of us to rise up to that call of action, to use the resources that we have in this country from ground up. Whether it's the finance minister, whether it's the president, whether it's you or me, or whether it's people on the streets of South Africa that is protesting right now about what they want in the budget. What are they doing to be active participants in the budget processes? Do you go on the streets and you protest, and you go back home and you start wasting water? That is the call to action, is how each one of us uses the resources that we've been given.